shift again 2 games in a row where you built a lead. This time you weren't able to hold on.
Yeah, I think it was a tough game, hard fought game. They played hard. We took a lot of penalties, especially in the third. And you take 3 penalties in the third, it's you're just giving them opportunity after opportunity. And then, like I said, they played hard. So to give them that golden opportunity like that's frustrating. I thought it was hard offense today. I mean, there wasn't much. They buckled down and tightened up pretty darn good. At points that I thought that frustrated. We didn't handle that well. Didn't fight through that. Maybe that was the reason why we took an extra penalty or two, or more than an extra penalty or two. But again, a hard-fought game.
Did you think that there were a lot of times they were able to get around your defense? You were a little flat-footed, and part of me was thinking, well, they're on a back-to-back. They might not have the energy today, but they seem to really have a lot of jump, and your defense was a little flat-footed on several occasions.
Yeah, I thought our D were challenged and struggled at times. For them, when you do play back-to-back, you're in a rhythm, and you're in a flow, especially when you come off a win. You're on a high. We couldn't get enough grind on them to wear them out. That's usually what'll happen when you got a team that has to play 6 periods in a short span there. But again, in the third period, we took 3 penalties, so you're not going to see anywhere when we're the ones, wearing down at that point, having to kill so many. So, I think that eliminated any advantage to back-to-backs right there. Usually, you see that happen late.
It's obviously tough to get a flow with someone kind of late, but what did you see from the line?
Yeah, it was just no flow today. No rhythm, no flow. A little bit of what they did, a little bit of what we didn't do and couldn't do against them. Again, we didn't generate enough chances, enough opportunity to put them on their heels at any point. No one likes hearing it, especially us. And we gotta find a way through. Take this video and take what we can from it to become better. Unfortunately, we had 2 points right there for us in the third period, and did pretty good share to take ourselves out of it at that point.
You feel bad for Dustin if another game 30-plus saves. Your goalies have basically gone 8 for 8 and keeping in games.
Yeah, they've been great. I agree with you. 8 games, they've been solid 8 games. They're reading. It's a combination. I mean, they're playing well, but the shot selection is pretty consistent for them. Even the breakdown, they know how we're going to have a breakdown. If that sounds ridiculous to say, but there's some consistency there because the way we pressure and knock and move, and tonight even there were a couple of times that we didn't even look like ourselves. Again, I think the game got away from us primarily because we never gave ourselves a chance to get in any type of rhythm, and we played a little more intense than we have at any point, and caught up with us.
Some of that just on the road. I mean, you've had a lot of home games. It just seemed like.
Yeah, I mean, I think you play a season and it's day after day after day. You're gonna have these, and you gotta collect yourself and find a way to collect yourself because it's not always going to be great. But again, we played a little tight, progressively tight. So it's the only thing you do is learn from it.
We talked before the game about the COVID situation, and here's a situation now where the Kings have 2 guys shelved right before face-off. San Jose's AHL team has their game canceled today. I know in consultation with Kevin, you'll be going tomorrow. I mean, how just concerned are you about all this situation that you're in right now seems to be?
Yeah, no, it does seem like it's escalating all around us. So it is the way we're all living at this point. I mean, I think we've all adjusted to it, and it looks like we're all going to have to keep adjusting to it. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you on how I feel. I'm not sure how I feel on it. It's just obviously a very delicate situation.
Go ahead on Zoom.
You made the switch with Dylan and R2. Just why did you do it? And Dylan's been for the last few months of your last 2 seasons. He's been the one guy that's kind of fought with a little frequency. How much does he like doing that, I guess, for lack of a better term?
I'm sorry, Bill. How much does he like doing or not doing what? I didn't catch that part.
I'm sorry, the fighting part. He seems that seems to be something he likes to have in his repertoire.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked at it briefly, not after the game, just on the bench there, because it was tough for us to see where it was. It was by their bench down the wall. It didn't look like he had much of a choice, so he was in a position where he had to defend himself pretty quick. So I don't think he initiated that by the looks of it, but I'll have to look again. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. So it's he's a competitive guy, and but I really didn't get to see close enough what happened yet tonight.
Something you have been doing is blowing leads, and it's happened in the last 2 games. You won the last one, and it's probably for different reasons in both games. But is that real concerning now, or is it things that can be cleaned up easily?
Well, it's not concerning in the sense that, Paul, you're going to have to go through this stuff. I mean, we played 2 home teams, and we gave them a little bit to get into the game. Tonight there's no question. You give a team 3 power plays in the third period. We didn't. The third one being we took ourselves out of some time to come back there. But yeah, I think they're 2 different. You can look at them differently. You can look at them the same. I guess the consistency is we're in somebody else's building, and it's a little bit harder to control momentum in somebody else's building. So yeah, you have to pay a lot more attention to details when you're on the road and you're in those situations. And like every other team, we have to take all this information that's at us and take it to heart and become better because of it.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.